And straight off the bat, nice and simple, Vaughn's design is based off of, in my opinion, what is one of the most terrifying groups of prehistoric animals ever to have lived, the terror birds. Terror birds are, in my opinion, while they have appeared in some really great forms of media that really inspired me when I was younger over the years, such as Primeval, Walking with Beasts, and that incredible scene in 10,000 BC, terror birds, I feel, have been underused a lot, and I really wanted to put one in the focus of this story. This was a design, I did not come up with this design specifically when I came up with the others years upon years ago when I was a kid. I came up with this design a few years later during my teenage years, and I don't think that's very surprising because it is admittedly an extremely edgy design, but it was one design I had a lot of fun creating. Some aspects that remained in the design right from its inception are the jagged beak, the alabaster white plumage, and that red cloak he wears. The reason I added this scarf was originally because one of the translations I've seen for the name of Forest Racus, which is a particularly famous type of terror bird, is rag bearer. For some reason, just this idea of a Forest Racus kind of donning these billowing red cloaks, kind of heavily inspired by the design of Todd McFarlane's Spawn. It just stuck with me, and I really enjoyed this character design, and it really stuck with me, and it was definitely kind of the key look for the main antagonist that I was after. Other additions to the design that kind of took place later include the curved horns at the top of his head, give him that devilish look, along with the razor sharp claws hidden in his wings like switchblades. The spurs are inspired by modern day roosters that are on the back of his legs, and then the two long, extremely sharp and hardened tail feathers that sit at the end of his plumage. These were inspired by the ovipositors on parasitic wasps, because in terms of character, Vaughn is what I like to refer to as a social parasite, an incredibly destructive one at that. Vaughn likes to insert himself into groups and situations where at first he might appear amiable and kind of has a very charming side that allows him to get in people's good graces. And in an almost impulsive and instinctual manner, he will sow the seeds of chaos. He'll spread rumors that start arguments between people that were once friends. And eventually these groups would basically tear themselves apart. And that was in the human world. In the savage new world, he's allowed to take this kind of malign gift he has and put it to the test in the most extreme measures.